Priestess May here. So this is actually a live video that a fan requested on my page, and I wanted to go ahead and clarify a little bit about the services that I offer. Now, there are a lot of services that I offer because at the end of the day, my guides are the ones that teach me, and they also kind of suggest what work it is that you need done. And they really kind of detail for me what it is that you need done, and they show me. So some works are custom. Some works, a lot of my works are traditional works that I do that I learned from my godfather, aka my grandfather, and my mom. That has been passed down from generation to generation. But some works that I do also do now are works that are custom made, that are works that have some base in tradition, but also have other added benefits that the spirits I work with request that I add. So based on your specific case. So this is kind of an overview. This is not a specific case to you. But to get started, what I suggest that you do is that you start with the services that I offer on my website. So the services I offer on my website are a deep channeled reading. Deep channeled readings goes as follows. Deep channeled reading, half of the reading will be your guide speaking to you, sometimes answering some of the questions before you even have a chance to ask them in the beginning of the reading. And the other half of the reading usually entails you asking any question that you may still have, and they answer either through me as a telephone, is what I call it, telephone to the divine, or through the tarot if there's something that they're not really allowed to say, but they can hint at to me through the tarot. So that's what the deep channeled reading is. The tarot intuitive reading is me interpreting the tarot for you based on my own interpretation of the tarot, as I have been working with the tarot for a while, and my guides kind of have changed what the pictures mean. So usually people who read the tarot, they're used to certain pictures meaning certain things, and they still do for me. But my guides have shown me additional meanings to those pictures. So that is what the intuitive tarot reading would be. It would be an intuitive tarot reading with my guides also, because I do rely a lot on my guides, because my guides, I am primarily a clairvoyant. So I rely on my clairvoyant gift, even if I'm reading the tarot. But I do know what the interpretation of the traditional tarot is, and I can interpret that for you if that is what you are looking to do, just a general tarot reading. Now, usually how I start my tarot readings is that I do a general reading to see what your guides want to focus on, or maybe what even your question is, if you're not really sure what to ask, but they already know what you need to ask. So that's what the intuitive tarot is like. And then we go through and we ask other follow-up questions as well. So that's for the intuitive tarot. And that's the difference between a deep channeled and an intuitive tarot. So in the deep channeled, I use mostly my clairvoyant and my clairaudient and my mediumship gifts, whereas in the intuitive tarot, I focus a lot on what the cards are saying. Let's see. I also have a custom spiritual work consultation on my page. And what that is for is if you are trying to get some spiritual work done, or if you're trying to find out what kind of spiritual work you need done, or you already know that you need spiritual work and you think you have an idea what you think, but I would be double checking with your guides to make sure that that is what you need. And if it's not what you need, then I direct you to the right thing that you do need. Or maybe you don't even need anything at all. So that's another thing. It's like sometimes we think that something is being done to us, but in reality, it's not that there's work in place, but actually that we need to change our mindset, or that we need to change our vibration, or whatever it is. But whatever it is, you can kind of find that out pretty quickly on a spiritual work consultation if you already believe that you need spiritual work. let's see. Oh, I do also offer past life regression. So past life regression is something that is done on a case by case basis. If I believe that what you do need, or if my guides suggest that you do a past life regression hypnosis for something that maybe spiritual work alone cannot fix. You may need to actually go into your subconscious mind and request that your higher self help heal that situation in your life. So that is by request only, and that is in person only for the past life regression hypnosis. That's like a deep meditation hypnosis. I do also offer custom baths. So the difference between a work and baths is this. A work works in the spiritual realm, whereas a bath, the spiritual baths that I offer, they are meant to break witchcraft and negativity and curses, hexes, whatever, on your physical body and your aura. So they're meant to clear your aura and your physical body, whereas those spiritual works are basically a cleansing of your record in the spiritual realm, or as we call it, the celestial court. So that's the difference between those two things. Another thing is I do also do a DIY candle working spiritual counseling. It's about not a DIY spiritual counseling, a DIY spiritual work consultation. And that is basically where I just kind of walk you through how to do your own work on if it is something that I believe you can do by yourself without necessarily making the situation worse, if it's only going to help you. So I do that as well. And then I also do spiritual counseling. So that's how could I forget that? I do spiritual counseling. It is by the hour. If you feel like it's not really something that is something that can be fixed through spiritual work or spiritual baths, then it's something that's really, you just really need someone to carry you, kind of help you through certain situations and help you figure out how to handle certain people, then that is what the spiritual counseling is for. I'm not a certified therapist. I'm not a certified psychologist, but I am a spiritual ordained minister, which allows me to do spiritual counseling for people because I have so much knowledge of the spiritual realm. So if you guys are interested in any of my services, feel free to book a reading or consultation with me on www.priestessmay.com. Don't forget that you can follow me on Instagram.com/priestess_May and Facebook.com/priestessmay. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. I love to see that people are enjoying my videos, and I will continue to make more the more that you guys request them. Blessings and have a great weekend.